Picture this. A bright red 1993 Harley Davidson sits behind bulletproof glass in a government museum. Its chrome still gleaming, its engine forever silent. This isn't just any motorcycle. This is evidence. Evidence of a world where motorcycles aren't just transportation. They're weapons, they're currency, and sometimes they're worth killing for. The bike you're looking at right now was seized from a Hells Angels chapter, president, bought with drug money, and it became so iconic that the DEA put it on permanent display. But here's what's absolutely insane, and that's just the beginning. Today we're diving into 9 of the most legendary, most dangerous, and most valuable Harley Davidsons in Hells Angels history. These aren't your typical Sunday ride machines. We're talking about motorcycles that sparked international incidents, bikes that were smuggled out of Nazi Germany, and Harleys so rare that even the FBI didn't know they existed. And wait until you see number 3. It's a motorcycle that literally started a gang war in a Wyoming truck stop, all because of what was painted on its wheels. But before we get into these insane machines, you need to understand something crucial about the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. This isn't just a group of weekend riders. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, Europol, and the Criminal Intelligence Service Canada, the HAMC is classified as a pervasive organized crime syndicate with over 6,000 members across 592 charters worldwide. And here's the kicker. Every single member is required to ride a Harley Davidson. Not a Honda, not a Yamaha, not a BMW, American iron only. This isn't just tradition, it's law within the club. Members typically log up to 20,000 miles per year on these machines, and the combined documented value of bikes linked to Hells Angels collections exceeds an estimated $50 million. But that's just what we know about. The true financial worth of hidden, undocumented machines, bikes that carry club secrets or serve as repositories for criminal wealth, is speculated to be exponentially higher. These 9 motorcycles represent the shocking intersection of outlaw culture, immense hidden fortune, and lethal criminal history. So buckle up, because what you're about to see will change everything you thought you knew about motorcycle clubs. Number 9. The Salem chapter president's seized red Harley. Let's start with that red Harley I mentioned. And trust me, this story gets darker than you think. In 1996, federal agents raided the Salem, Massachusetts Hells Angels clubhouse in what would become one of the most significant narcotics busts in New England history. When they kicked down the doors, they found something that would become legendary in law enforcement circles. A pristine, bright red 1993 Harley Davidson owned by the chapter president. But this wasn't just any bike. Investigators determined that every single part of this motorcycle, from the custom paint job to the chrome exhaust pipes, had been purchased with drug profits. The bike became a key piece of evidence in a major narcotics case that would eventually bring down the entire Salem operation. Here's what makes this absolutely insane. The bike was so iconic, so perfectly representative of the Hells Angels criminal enterprise, that the DEA decided to put it on permanent display at their museum in Arlington, Virginia. Red paint, custom touches, and Hells Angels symbolism included. Think about that for a second. Your tax dollars are literally paying to preserve and display a Hells Angels motorcycle as a trophy of law enforcement success. It remains one of the most publicized seized Hells Angels Harleys ever, and every day, thousands of visitors walk past it, having no idea of the blood money that built it. Number 8, support your local HIA. Harley seized in Vancouver drug ring bust. Fast forward to 2020, and we find ourselves in Vancouver, where police dismantled what they called one of the most sophisticated drug trafficking networks they'd ever encountered. The operation was tied directly to Hells Angels associates, and when the dust settled, 3 Harley Davidsons were sitting in the evidence lot. But these weren't ordinary bikes. Each one was plastered with "Support Your Local Hells Angels" stickers and club identifying decals. These were heavily customized Dyna-style Harleys, built not just for riding, but for broadcasting allegiance. Every chrome detail, every custom modification was designed to send a message. We own these streets. The photos released by authorities tell the whole story. The trio of Harleys lined up beside seized weapons, drugs, and modified vehicles with hidden compartments. These motorcycles weren't just transportation. They were mobile billboards for a criminal empire. What's truly chilling is that investigators found evidence these specific bikes had been used to transport drugs across the Canadian border multiple times. The custom saddlebags weren't just for show. They were engineered with false bottoms, specifically designed to hide contraband. Number 7, the Skull Wheel Harley that sparked a Wyoming gang war. Now this is where things get absolutely wild. In 2024, a surreal confrontation took place at a Wyoming truck stop that made national headlines and showed just how seriously these clubs take their motorcycles. A Hells Angels rider pulled up on a Harley featuring large red skull decals on its front wheel, a custom modification that made the bike instantly recognizable from hundreds of yards away. While the rider was inside grabbing coffee, members of the rival Mongols MC surrounded his motorcycle. What happened next sounds like something out of a movie, but it's all documented in police reports. The Mongols members stole the keys, ripped the Hells Angels vest off the rider when he came outside, and even tried to pry the skull decorations off the wheel with crowbars. The uniquely customized Harley became the visual centerpiece of a gang rivalry that exploded across social media and made national news. But here's the insane part. This wasn't about the bike itself. It was about what that bike represented. In the outlaw motorcycle world, touching another club's bike is considered an act of war. The incident sparked a series of retaliatory attacks across 3 states, all because of skull decals on a motorcycle wheel. That's the level of respect and fear these machines command in the criminal underworld. Number 6, the Oakland investigation, Harley hidden among stolen goods. Let's travel back to 1995, to what authorities called one of the largest and most successful investigations into the Hells Angels organization at the time. The target was the Oakland chapter, the mother chapter, the birthplace of the club's power. When investigators finally got their search warrants and raided a club member's compound, what they found was staggering. 13 stolen vehicles, a forklift, construction equipment, and buried among all of it, a stolen Harley Davidson motorcycle. But this discovery highlighted something crucial about how some Hells Angels members obtained their bikes. While many purchased their Harleys through legitimate channels, others operated in a gray market of stolen parts, modified VINs, and bikes with questionable histories. The stolen Harley found in Oakland wasn't just evidence of theft. It was proof of a sophisticated network that could make motorcycles disappear from one coast and reappear on another with completely new identities. The investigation revealed that some club members were running what amounted to motorcycle chop shops, breaking down stolen Harleys and rebuilding them with untraceable parts. This single stolen motorcycle helped prosecutors understand that for some Angels, their required Harley wasn't just a symbol of membership, it was a symbol of their willingness to break any law to maintain that membership. Number 5, the Australian twins who won their Harleys back in court. Here's a story that shows just how far some people will go to keep their Harleys, even when the law says they can't. In Australia, 2 twin brothers associated with the Hells Angels were imprisoned for drug trafficking. The moment they were sentenced, police immediately seized their Harley Davidson motorcycles, assuming they were purchased with criminal proceeds. Standard procedure, right? Wrong. These brothers had something most criminals don't: legitimate purchase receipts, bank records, and employment history that proved their Harleys were bought with legal income earned before they ever got involved with the club. Years later, after serving their sentences, the brothers did something almost unheard of in the criminal justice system. They successfully argued in court that their bikes should be returned. They hired lawyers, presented evidence, and fought the system for the right to ride their Harleys again. A judge eventually ordered the motorcycles returned to them, making this one of the rarest outcomes in law enforcement history where seized Hells Angels motorcycles were actually given back to their owners. The brothers' legal victory became legendary within the club, proving that sometimes even outlaws can beat the system through the system. Number 4, the recreated chopper from Hells Angels, '69. Now we're diving into Hollywood history, but with a twist that connects directly to real Hells Angels culture. The 1969 biker film, Hells Angels '69, featured real Hells Angels members riding their personal choppers on camera. One of the most notable Harleys in the film belonged to John Terry the Tramp Tracy, a legendary figure in the club's early days. For decades after the film, that specific motorcycle was considered lost to history. The original chopper, a 1959 FL with custom modifications that defined the outlaw aesthetic, had disappeared into the underground world of private collectors and club members. But here's where it gets incredible. Decades later, a Canadian builder named Rick Fairless became obsessed with recreating that exact motorcycle. He studied every frame of the film, analyzed photographs, and even tracked down surviving club members who remembered the original bike. The result was a near-perfect replica of Terry the Tramp's film-used Harley, a 1959 FL chopper that captured every detail of the original. It remains one of the only known homage builds tied directly to a specific Hells Angels rider's on-screen motorcycle. What makes this story truly insane is that the replica became more famous than the original. It's been featured in museums, motorcycle shows, and documentaries, serving as a bridge between Hollywood's romanticized version of biker culture and the real, dangerous world of the Hells Angels. Number 3. The two stolen Dyna Harleys from England's Tyne and Wear chapter. This story reads like something out of a crime thriller, and it shows just how seriously the motorcycle community takes Hells Angels property. In 2019, thieves in northern England made what might be the worst mistake of their criminal careers. They stole two Harley Davidson Dyna models from a hotel parking lot, probably thinking they just grabbed a couple of expensive motorcycles they could flip for quick cash. One Harley featured a blacked-out style with a Hells Angels Death Head logo prominently displayed on the primary cover. The other was a silver 100th anniversary edition model with custom modifications that screamed club bike to anyone who knew what to look for. But here's where the story gets absolutely wild. When word spread through the local motorcycle community about the theft, a local biker organization publicly warned the thieves that these bikes belonged to the Tyne and Wear Hells Angels chapter. Think about that. A public warning, posted on social media, demanding the return of stolen motorcycles. This wasn't law enforcement making threats. This was the motorcycle community policing itself, and everyone understood the implications. The stolen Harleys sparked what became known as a public standoff, with the entire regional biker community watching to see if the thieves would be smart enough to return the bikes before the Angels found them. It was a rare case where stolen motorcycles became the center of a community-wide drama that played out in real time on social media. Number 2, the 14 bikes seized after California's multi-gang police chase. In 2025, California sheriffs found themselves in the middle of what they later described as the most chaotic high-speed chase in department history. 14 motorcyclists, including Hells Angels riders and members of rival clubs, led police on a pursuit that crossed 3 counties and lasted over 2 hours. When the chase finally ended, authorities had seized all 14 motorcycles and an equal number of club jackets. The police photos from that night tell an incredible story, a lineup of seized cuts and bikes under harsh floodlights, looking like trophies from a war zone. While not all the bikes were confirmed to be Harleys, the majority of Hells Angels riders in California traditionally ride Harley Davidsons, making this seizure a strong representation of the club's mechanical preferences and their willingness to risk everything to avoid capture. Something that almost never happens unless there's a bigger threat they're all running from. Investigators later revealed that the multi-club chase was connected to a federal investigation that had been building cases against all the organizations involved. The 14 seized motorcycles represented millions of dollars in custom work, rare parts, and club history. Some of the bikes had been in the same families for generations, passed down from father to son, along with club membership and criminal knowledge. Number 1, the Harley tradition, why Hells Angels require American iron. And finally, we reach the most insane Harley Davidson story of all. And it's not about a single bike. It's about the tradition that created all the others. Here's something that even most motorcycle enthusiasts don't know. Owning a Harley Davidson is considered an unofficial but absolute requirement for Hells Angels membership. This isn't written in any charter or rule book, but it's understood by every member, every prospect, and every law enforcement agency that monitors the club. Long-standing club culture expects real angels to ride American-made Harleys or Buells, not Japanese bikes, not European machines, not even American-made Indians. Harley Davidson or nothing. This tradition has created generations of customized Harleys that have been passed through chapters, rebuilt after crashes, seized in raids, and immortalized in police evidence photos. The Harley Davidson isn't just a motorcycle in Hells Angels history. It's the symbol of identity, the price of admission, and the tool of the trade all rolled into one. But here's what makes this truly insane. This requirement has created an underground economy worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Custom Harley builders who specialize in club bikes, parts suppliers who don't ask questions about VIN numbers, and mechanics who can make a stolen bike disappear and reappear with a completely new identity. The Harley tradition means that every single one of the estimated 6,000 Hells Angels members worldwide either owns, is saving for, or is stealing a Harley Davidson. That's not just a motorcycle preference, that's an economic force that has shaped the entire custom motorcycle industry. These 9 motorcycles represent more than just machines. They're artifacts of a hidden world where chrome and steel carry the weight of criminal empires, family legacies, and deadly rivalries. From the DEA museum bike that sits as a trophy of law enforcement success, to the tradition that requires every angel to ride American iron, these Harleys tell the real story of the most notorious motorcycle club in history. But here's what's truly insane. These are just the bikes we know about. For every seized Harley sitting in an evidence lot, for every club bike featured in a police raid photo, there are dozens more hidden in garages, storage units, and secret locations around the world. The relationship between the Hells Angels and Harley Davidson isn't just about motorcycles. It's about identity, power, and the American dream twisted into something darker and more dangerous than most people can imagine. What do you think? Did any of these stories shock you? Have you ever seen a Hells Angels Harley in person? Drop a comment below and let me know which of these 9 insane motorcycles surprised you the most. And if you want to dive deeper into the hidden world of outlaw motorcycle culture, check out this video where I break down the secret codes and symbols that Hells Angels use to communicate with each other. You'll never look at a motorcycle the same way again. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because the world of outlaw motorcycles has more secrets than you can imagine, and we're just getting started.